The organisation and the Refugee Council have predicted that nearly 30,000 more migrants will cross the English Channel by the end of the year. Now, that would add up to the 60,000 illegal immigrants already earmarked by the Tories to be deported to Rwanda. But Labour have made clear that they would abandon the Rwanda plan.
Does anybody seriously think that not processing the claims when now record numbers are coming across the Channel is operating as a deterrent? Because we've had more coming in the early months of this year than we've ever had before. It is the absolute opposite of a deterrent. But I don't accept that the only answer to this conundrum is what we do when people have arrived. Just because the government has lost control of the borders at the Channel, I'm not prepared to take the same route.
But in the next 6 months, the asylum backlog is predicted to reach as many as 90,000 people. So I'm joined now by former UKIP leader Henry Bolton. Henry, the Tories have allowed tens of thousands to pour into this country. Are Labour wrong to grant these people asylum now?
Yeah, look, I think what we can expect the Labour Party to do, presuming they win the election, is first of all, they will attempt to join the EU's asylum and migration pact, which will mean that they can stop the small boats by taking all of these people in from the European Union who are presently crossing in small boats and bring them in, if you like, sort of provide them with a seat on a ferry or a seat on a plane to bring them into the UK as the UK's sort of part of the EU approach under that pact. So, and Keir Starmer, I can imagine, would declare that as a win, because he would say that this is now a safe route for people to come into the United Kingdom. However, that is only going to trigger an increase in the number of people already travelling to the European Union with the purpose to getting to the UK. It's just going to make it a much more seamless process for them. The other thing is Labour is being seen by the migrants and by the people smugglers as a soft touch. Keir Starmer is going to have to overcome that if he wants to act as a deterrent. His government act as a deterrent to them sort of building their business, seeing this as an opportunity to build their business. And as for the backlog, well, the only way that Keir Starmer is going to clear the backlog is to actually pour huge resources into the system, which is actually probably what's needed, at massive additional expense on top of all of the expenditure that he's already planning to sort of impose on the taxpayer in other areas. And all that he's going to do, in effect, is give them a green light. It's basically going to be an amnesty process. And the reason for that is, as the Prime Minister quite rightly told him in the debate that they had, that you can't simply send people back to Afghanistan or to Iran or to Syria unless you're going to deal with the regimes there. So this is going to, the overall result of this is going to be higher rates of economic migrants coming to the UK to claim asylum. As for legal immigration, which is the other side of it, and actually bigger numbers.
But Henry, hold on.
Sorry.
1 second, Henry, because you're on a bit of a roll. I've got to stop you there, because I've got to ask you. You've not got long. Keir Starmer says that he's going to have this border control, border command, or whatever he's calling it. He's going to smash the gangs. And he said he's done it before. He's worked with all different international agencies, and he does have a good grasp of all the legal procedures and processes within it. So why might that not work? I mean, you've got about 30 seconds.
Okay, it might not work because he's not going the full hog with it. I've long advocated that we should robustly hunt down organised crime beyond the European Union, beyond Europe's borders, because that's where it starts, and actually track them down, hunt them down, destroy and disrupt their networks. Now, that's what he should do.
I said 30 seconds, Henry. Thank you, Henry. That's Henry Bolton. Lovely to talk to you. Right.